back in Outer Wilds for hopefully the last time. I just took a little break there, had myself a nice hard think while I ate dinner, and I think I might be onto something. If you're watching on YouTube, I probably cut out about, I don't know, a few loops, maybe an hour of me trying and failing miserably to solve the final puzzle in the DLC. But here's what I came up with. I'll walk you through the thought process I had while I was AFK. So, first thing I thought about was where I found the information to solve the first two vault seals. Let's go in the ship log. To find the first two vault seals. And I found them in... Well, I don't remember which one was which. But I found them in the Forbidden Archives. One of them told me that if you hop out of the rafts while you're in a tunnel, you fall through the Matrix and land in the subterranean lake where you can walk on water. That allows you to unlock seal number 2 on the vault. Another one told me that if you put your lantern down and walk away, it stops rendering and you can see the nav mesh of the Matrix. That allows you to unlock seal number 1 on the vault. Seal number 3 so far has been a mystery. So I went back through my VODs and I looked at the slide reels at the other Forbidden Archive. And it basically said that if you die, you can still enter the Matrix. And bells don't wake up the dead people. Now, at the time, I thought that was telling me a clue to get to the... to deal with the patrols in the Shrouded Woodlands, because everyone just gathers in that lodge in front of the fire at the end, and you can't get past them until the flood comes by, extinguishes their lanterns in the real world, and then they die for real in the Matrix. That's what I thought it was telling me. What I should have realized was dead people don't wake up when they hear the bells. So how do I get past the bells to unlock seal number 3? I have a feeling I don't go to sleep, I don't meditate, I need to die. And if I die, I'll still go into the Matrix, but I'll be able to get past the bells without any issues. And that should be everything I need to unlock the vault. So, hopefully this won't take too much longer. Let's go, let's give it a shot. I really hope this works. I wasted so much time trying to do so many different things. I thought, because there's a light above it, and in the Starlight Cove we had to extinguish the light to get past the bells. So I thought maybe I had to put that light out some way. I was looking for its source on the top side for several minutes. I thought maybe I missed something in one of the spooky worlds, so I went back there and traversed the spooky people. It was a mess. But I have a feeling this is going to work. This seems like the right solution. Actually, I do not want to be here. I want to go straight to the Hidden Gorge. So that'll be the easiest to access from over there. Come on, ship. Okay. Let's get in there and test my hypothesis. Grab the lantern, artifact, whatever. Starting to get some real Christ allegories from this DLC. I'm walking on water. I have to sacrifice my life. All these are basically churches. It's a bit of a trope. but I'll forgive it because it's Outer Wilds. And they did some really, really cool stuff with this DLC. Okay, so moment of truth. Let's kill ourselves. And we're dead. Does the loop restart? It does not. Okay. That's it. We've done it. We have done it. Okay, I don't think I would have cut this out, but by viewing the what I've been calling the nav mesh, that's the layer under the matrix, I found a hidden bridge over here. It's another one of those leap of faiths. And it's basically just a shortcut down to the raft. So that'll get me inside the tunnel a little quicker. So I can go unlock the second seal. Okay, so next step, once the raft is in the tunnel, hop out. This glitches out the matrix, kicks us out to here. We can walk on water over to seal number 2 and deactivate that. Extinguish seal number 2. Take the raft over. And now when I come over to, you know what? Let's do number 1 first. Drop the artifact. Come into the nav mesh. Line everything up. That's pretty cool. That's a really cool mechanic. I would, not in a million years would I have thought that would have been in this DLC. I mean, it's really only useful for this one puzzle, but it's so cool just seeing all the places lit up in the nav world. I probably cut that out of YouTube, me going around to all the different places. There really wasn't anything interesting except for here and in the what was it called? Endless Canyon? Yeah. Alright, now for number 1, I should be able to just walk right across. Fuck you, bells. Can't wake up a corpse. Yeah, I can't even hear the bells. Because I'm dead. You have no power here. Let's open this vault. And that's it, the moment we've all been waiting for. All that's left to do is crack this bad boy open, and DLC over? Ooh, spooky. What's in there? I guess we're going in. What could be down here? Telescope. We could probably check out the nav mesh in this place too, but I have a feeling we don't need to anymore. Okay. Here's a panel. Someone was here. Alright. Whoa. Hello. Oh, are you friendly? Hi. Talk to the prisoner. Who are you? It's just like Solanum. Thank you for the light. So I kind of called it. They did imprison a person. Okay, they're going to scan his memories, and I guess I'm going to view it. It's, theirs. Alright. Show me what you got. Oh, maybe this is the full unburned reel. So it wakes up. Goes to the thing that was encasing the eye. Oh, he made it keep calling out its signal. And everyone else got pissed. And that's probably the signal the Nomai heard. And then they re-encased the eye so it stopped calling out signal. And then after that, they just straight up broke the controls. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, sure. You can see what I've seen. I'm from Timberhearth. You guys died a long time ago. The world deteriorated and just waited. The eye signal kept going. The Nomai came here. Settled Brittle Hollow. But then they all died too. Then the Hearthians came along and discovered it. Found a teeny tiny bit of their language. Was able to decipher it. Playing Ryback's theme. Gotta love it. Is that us? Little Hearthian grows up to an astronaut? Yes, it is. Look at us. We blasted off from Timberhearth. And came here. Oh. Yeah, sorry, all your buddies are long dead. But you were right to call out to the eye. Without you, the whole universe would be screwed. You have my gratitude. There you go. You leaving me here? Kind of a dick move, my dude. Well, I guess I'm dead, so doesn't really matter. Can I come with you? Thank you. I appreciate you not leaving me down there. Would have only been for another 10 minutes till the supernova goes and the Ashwin Project recalls me, but still. Hey, where are we going, buddy? Where'd you go? Come back, friend. It's gone. We're gonna go for a little journey. Into the supernova together. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to join you, friend, but I'm not getting out of here. I am 100% dead already. So are you, I suppose. Cool. Now what? Maybe we'll go back upstairs. I wonder if there's multiple endings to this DLC. Yeah, I don't know where they went. I guess we'll check up here and then just end the loop. Sounds like end times music anyway. Maybe. And yep. That's the end of the loop. So I died. I wonder if that's all. We'll check the ship's log just to see if that has any updates for us. And then, if that really is the end of the DLC, I guess we'll just go and do the end of the real game and see if that is affected at all. What do we got for our ship log? I met one of the stranger's inhabitants who was imprisoned within the vault. The prisoner showed me a vision revealing the actions they took that resulted in their internal confinement. I used the vision torch to share my knowledge of the solar system's history with the prisoner. Okay. I wonder if I share more if I have more knowledge. I started a clean save game, so I don't really have much. I guess we might as well make an Ash Twin project run. Just to see what happens. So first things first, I'm going to go to Ember Twin. About to be major spoilers for the base game, so just a heads up. I'm going to just skip basically the entire game and just do the ending right now. So if you have any interest in seeing the main game, if for some reason you hop right into the DLC, maybe tune out and go watch or play that. And then come back later. So what I'm going to do right now is scan the escape pod. Okay, a little bit hard, but landing's fine. Yeah, let's scan the escape pod to get that on my radar. That way when I go into Dark Bramble, I can easily find escape pod 3. I'm not running around like a chicken with its head cut off looking for it. Probably got some time to kill anyway before the Ash Twin has dumped enough ash to... Yeah, it hasn't even started flowing yet. So let's go see Chert. We'll take a little nap. Kill some time, then we'll go over to the Ash Twin and find our way into the Ash Twin project once the tower is revealed. Let's see, probably 4 minutes will do. I know it's 7 minutes is the earliest you can get into the Ash Twin project, so 4 minutes. Give us a good little buffer time. If you've enjoyed my streams and YouTube VOD so far, if you wouldn't mind giving me a follow or a subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. After I'm done with Outer Wilds, I'm not entirely sure what I'll be playing next. I do have a blind playthrough of Subnautica I want to do. Oh, I'm going to be just a little too late, aren't I? Because I've never played Subnautica before. The only thing I know about it is it's fairly similar to Outer Wilds. So I think a blind playthrough of that would be pretty good. Oh, I just made it in time. Look at that. Move, no my. Come on across. Ooh, look at that perfect timing. And in we go. Yeah, so probably do something pretty soon. Not really sure other than that. I'm always up for suggestions. We'll see. I've also been doing a playthrough of The Witcher 3 just to do the Gwent quests, because I skipped those the first time around. I played the spin-off Gwent game, but I didn't really get into it in The Witcher 3. So I'm going back and trying to do everything in The Witcher 3 version of Gwent. Don't know if I'll stream that or not. I might. So I'll at least be around. Got a couple of options. Okay, let's hop back in the ship and off to Dark Bramble we will go. I love the music that plays when you take the core from Ash Twin Project. Kicks off the heavy synth version of the end time music. Fuck yeah. Alright, there's Dark Bramble. On the other side of the sun. Do, 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 do. Fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's get you so hype. I remember the first time I made this run, my heart was pumping so fast. And then as soon as I went to go through the red seed, where all the anglerfish are just chilling, my game crashed. It was so anticlimactic, just drained all the tension from the moment. Next run was fine, and I finished the game. But that one run through. So I did do a Quantum Moon run off stream. So Solanum should be in the ending here. And I guess we'll see if it changes. Just gonna take a high route here, try to avoid any fish. There might be a fish right below me, I'm just gonna coast. Okay, up through here. Where is escape pod 3? There you are. Just need to find that trail of lanterns. It's gotta be right around here. There's the escape pod. There's the lanterns. So the grave is probably right over here. Yep, inside this black rock. Get out my scout launcher. Now we make the anglerfish run. Let's get nice and lined up. Give it some juice and coast. This part took me a while to figure out, because every time I come through I just want to make little micro adjustments, and they would inevitably get me killed. And once they hear you once, you can't back out and try again, because they'll be in your way. The devs do at least line them up perfectly, so you can just coast right through without any issues, but if you don't know that, it looks like you're going to run right into them, and you need to make micro adjustments, but it's the micro adjustments that get you killed. So I found when you're about 1.4 kilometers away from the scout is when you're pretty safe to start using your thrusters again. Alternatively, you can just listen for the fish, and if you can't hear them, they can't hear you. Looking around thrusters are fine, you just can't use your main engines. Okay, so right now I just lost complete track of the fish sounds. I heard one last breath out, so when it hits 1.4 I'll give it a little bit of boost. And cut it, because there is a fish right there. They usually don't spawn that close. And now we can gun it. They're not going to get me now. And here we are at the vessel. With an advanced warp core. If only we knew the coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. Oh wait, I do. It's not going to pop up on my screen, but I have them memorized at this point. If that tree just killed me there. Alright, let's get this guy plugged in. Bonk. Okay, we got that guy. And an hourglass. And a curvy N. Oh. God damn it. Alright, let's try again. Curvy N. There we go. Let's get blasted. Hello, Eye. Hello, Sun. Quantum Moon's out there somewhere. Oh, I just saw it down there. And then it vanished. Alright. Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it. I've done this several times at this point. I've watched God knows how many streamers play it, so at this point it's seared into my memory. I'm not really a big fan of tattoos, but if I was, I might consider getting that tattooed on me. Then I'd never forget. Only one thing left to do now. Just jump into the eye and collapse all the infinite possibilities before us. Start a new universe. Now, what I'm hoping will happen is our friend, the prisoner, will be here, just like Solanum shows up in the end credits. But I don't know. I could just be doing all this for no reason. Guess we'll find out. I love how it goes dark here, and then with each lightning flash, the quantum objects just start kicking off like crazy. It's really creepy. I mean, after that Echoes of the Eye DLC, it's not nearly as creepy, just by comparison. But in the base game, it was a little freaky. Shoot the scout in the hole for good luck. Alright, prepare yourselves, universe. You're about to be collapsed. Now, the devs of this game, I don't know what they're thinking when it's like, hey, how do we portray infinite possibilities? It's a pretty good representation. And back in the museum. I'll read all these just because why not? Outer Wilds Ventures was founded by Feldspar, Gossin, Slate, and Hornfels to explore a solar system at the end of the universe. The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, a Hearthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. That's me. I'm here. So, what I've always been interested in is, do these museum displays populate if you didn't find the corresponding info? So what's this one say? The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. We never figured out how they died. Okay, because I didn't visit the interloper on this playthrough, I wouldn't know how they died. So that note doesn't pop up. Of all the life forms who will perish in the oncoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. I would say that, but now I might miss those deer people the least, because they were a lot more freaky than the anglerfish, trying to avoid them in those scary hallways. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity and then exploded in a violent supernova. There's nothing out there, you can't get there? Alright, the new exhibit's here. The radio tower on Timberhearth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite and housed some of the last ever photos taken of the entire solar system. One of these photos revealed the existence of an invisible ring world inhabited by a species whose presence in our solar system predated even the Nomai. Yeah, that makes sense. I figured they were there way before the Nomai were. This species traveled from a nearby star system in search of the eye of the universe, but horrified by what they discovered, decided to block the eye signal so that no one else would ever find it. One individual, however, rebelled against the decision and was able to briefly release the eye signal back into space before being caught and imprisoned in solitude for this betrayal. And he saved the entire universe, because without him, the Nomai never would have came here. And if the Nomai didn't come here, we wouldn't have found it. And if we didn't find it, that would just be the end of all life. Alright, let's observe. Let's collapse the possibilities. All the stars, all the galaxies, slowly winking out of existence. Whew. Now this part is just so beautiful. First you think you're flying in a field of stars, but then you realize, trees. A lot of people call this the Ancient Glade because of the Gabbro poem you can find on Timberhearth. The quiet shade across old bark. In the ancient glade, it's always dark. So beautiful. We can speed up the end a little bit. Just going around popping universes. Parallel universes as if they were dandelions blowing in the breeze. But all things must come to an end. They start going by themselves. Just gonna turn my flashlight off and watch the light fade away. On we go. Quantum tree. And it's gone. Unidentified signal? Whatever could that be? Ominous breathing. Hi, us. Get some trees in here. A rocking chair. And our good old boy, Esker. Do you hear music? I do. I love how each of the Hearthians corresponds to some type of fear or anxiety or just feeling of longing. Like Esker here, he's got the fear of missing out. He just pines for the days back before the space program when him and all his buddies sat around a campfire on Timberhearth, played their instruments, sang songs, told stories, and wondered about what was beyond Timberhearth's atmosphere. They stared up at the Attlerock and all the planets and the strange Nomai artifacts they could see in the sky and wondered if we could only get up there, what could we learn? And get up there they did. But then they left poor Esker on the moon, all alone, without his friends. They got what they wanted. They started to unravel the mysteries of the solar system, but lost their friends along the way. See if we can't find them. I love Ryback's theme on banjo so much. It makes me wish I had a banjo. My wife has a guitar, and I learned how to play this riff on the guitar. Never played the guitar before, just learned how to play this one riff. And then I expanded out to the rest of the Outer Wilds main theme. And I'll just sit here down in my basement sometimes and play Outer Wilds to myself. Because all the other travelers have an instrument, and I want an instrument too. Now I have one. Makes me happy. Sim, yeah, he doesn't have a spaceship for space travel, does he, Esker? He's just stuck on the moon. Can't go anywhere. Needs someone to pick him up just to get out. And no one ever comes by anymore. Except for Chert, but Chert's Chert. Not the best companion. Okay. Let's go get Ryback's banjo. Okay. Let's go back and talk to our buddies. Aren't you forgetting someone? It's not quite time yet. I'm pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, everyone. No rush. Take your time. It might not even exist here. Now, Ryback, on the other end, he has the fear of the known. He looks out into space and sees it for the terrifying horror it really is, with death lurking around every corner. But his love of the Nomai and their artifacts and their culture is enough to drive him out into space to face his fears. He may not be the bravest while he does it, but he does it, and that counts for something. Ah, there's a theremin. Must be our prisoner friend. Looking for Chert right now. Out of all the puzzles in the Ancient Clade here, Church took me the longest. I spent so long just running in that direction, trying to fly to it, because I forgot about the zoom function. But it's that easy. Let's go talk to Chert. The stars were beautiful, weren't they? Even if our star is what ultimately killed us. I'll wait here and remember them while you gather everybody. Now Chert, on the other hand, had the fear of the unknown. Being aware of his surroundings and the universe around him made him feel comfortable. It made him feel in control. He looked out into space and he saw it for the horror it was, but it was real and tangible. He could figure it out and learn how to survive. With just his little scout, he was able to explore a whole planet on Ember Twin. It's the unknown. The unknown was what freaks Chert out. As soon as he realized the supernova were happening and the universe was dying, that's when he had an existential crisis and literally went catatonic. The only reason he felt better is because we told him we were in a time loop, and he liked that idea. Gave him some comfort in knowing what was going to happen next. The timeline would just reset, and the day would restart. Let's find Feldspar next. Cheap scare here. And the cute little jellyfish. Okay, let's go talk to Feldspar. How you doing, Feldspar? Hatchling, you found me. Nice to have company around a campfire, isn't it? Go on, go get the others. Wouldn't want them to miss out. Feldspar, even though he was one of the greatest pilots in Hearthian history, developed a fear of failure. That's why when we found him on Dark Bramble, he didn't want to leave. It was peaceful there. He was certain of his accomplishments already. He didn't want to have to keep one-upping himself. It's difficult. Like he said in his words, it's tough being the greatest that ever lives. Maybe you'll understand when you're a bit older. And I think now we understand Feldspar, yeah. I think the devs definitely understand that feeling. Feldspar's probably a bit of a Mary Sue for the devs, speaking through them like, oh, if we're going to make a DLC, how do we possibly top what we've already done? And I'll tell you, they did a hell of a job. That was a great DLC. Okay, I'm going to get Solanum next. Look up at that. Yes. And there's Solanum Shuttle. Blast off. I also love Solanum's theme. I'm really more of a... If I was going to play an instrument, I'd probably play piano. I have better dexterity for piano. I'd love to learn Solanum's theme on a piano. It's just so beautiful. Gather the mask. Alright, let's go check in with Solanum. Hypothesis. Everyone must be here before we can begin. Once they arrive, I believe we'll be ready for the next step. I'm glad you remembered me. I'm glad I remembered you too, Solanum. Yeah, so Solanum here represents the fear of God. Because when she was younger, she thought the eye was a bad thing, that it lured them here to the solar system only to kill countless Nomai. And it wasn't until further reflection that she learned that the eye probably wasn't calling out to them specifically, it was just calling out, and it's pure coincidence the Nomai happened upon them. She developed from a theist, a fearful theist, into more of an atheist, and came to terms with the fact that it's just the universe is random and it's sheer coincidence. And instead, now, her greatest desire is to take all that randomness and the infinite possibilities and collapse it down to a single one by entering the eye. And here we are. We'll find out. So the prisoner, Sim here said in the chat, saying that is maybe the fear of bad reality. And yeah, I think that's a... Okay, I actually don't know how to solve this puzzle. I'll have to figure this out. But that may be true. Because the prisoner went against the dogma of their people. They rejected the idea that the eye was going to destroy everything. And maybe perhaps its signal needed to get out. And because they rejected that reality, us Harthians were able to save the entire universe in the end by restarting it. But now I have a puzzle. What do we gotta do? Oh, it's a slideshow. Cool. We're digging a grave for them. Wonder if this is for the prisoner or their entire reality. Or their entire species. Can't go any further. I guess we're going down. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Geronimo! There's them sad, missing their homeworld that they destroyed. Oh, it's us, the Harthians. All our friends, there's Hal and Nice and Typhy? Something like that. There's the Nomai and their shuttle. Here's a door. Let's extinguish these. Oh, I guess we go in order, right? So they came first. No, not the Harthians. Idiot. I guess the order didn't matter. And it's me. Is it my time? I guess it is. Hello, friend. Oh, flowers on their grave. What a nice touch. Yeah, let's go talk to our new friend. You don't want to join the others? When my kind found the eye and realized what it was capable of, they were terrified. It was too difficult a truth. Like a light too bright to look upon directly, it burned them. What they could not unlearn was hidden away in darkness, obfuscated, then lost. They did not want to see their story end. My kind weren't always like this. We weren't always so afraid. I did what I could to set things right, yet I am still of my kind, and you know what they did. I cannot promise our fear won't stain your mind. And so, Choice, are you certain you want to remember me? Yeah, join us. Come on. Come around the campfire. This is the last hurrah anyway. Join us. Let's see what happens. I don't want to repeat my kind's mistakes, but if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. Please do. Hi, friend. It's good to have you. Alright, let's go find Gabbro. We'll get this show on the road. The quiet shade across old bark. In the ancient glade, it's always dark. Now, Gabbro's the one exception. Gabbro's not afraid of anything. Gabbro has accepted his reality for what it is and just appreciates it, taking everything one day at a time. One moment at a time, savoring it all. Just pondering the existence of the universe. Gabbro's got things figured out. Just find a hammock, lay there, and play your flute. Hi, Gabbro. What do you say, time buddy? Ready to start the music? Not quite yet. No rush, I'm not going anywhere. What do you say then? Should I get out the old harmonica? Not yet. You got it, Hatchling. When you're ready, just say the word. Where do we want to start? Let's give honors to the prisoner, our new guest. I hadn't dared to hope that anyone would hear the signal, for how briefly I set it free. Yet here we are. Are you ready for the final step? Not yet, just because I want to see what he has to say. I have awaited this moment for a long time, for so long. It is no trouble to wait a little longer. Yeah, that's right. Have some patience. Everything's fine. But you know what? You can start us off. And it's time to send our spark out into the darkness. It's quite beautiful in its own way. Now, Esker here. I can't wait to play with the whole group again. Can I start? Esker has been afraid of missing out for so long. Let's let them jump right in. Yes, get started. Okay, I won't let you down. Oh, he's worried about his performance. And now Esker gets to play with the whole group again. Good for him. Feldspar. What do you say then? Should I get out the old harmonica? Yep. Haha. Here goes nothing. Ryback, let's get the main tune going. You got it. I'll do my best. Sure, let's get some percussion going. You know what? Actually, no, okay. Solanum? Conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? Yes, it is. This song is new to me, but I am honored to be a part of it. Alright, Gabbro, finish this off. This should be cool. Oh, this is such a beautiful moment. Just everyone playing together. And that's it. All things must come to an end. Just checking with everyone one last time. Wow, how long has it been since I got to make music with everyone around a campfire? Too long, Esker. I'm really happy we're all here. Me too. I'm glad you got to experience this at the end. Feldspar, you cut a little close, don't you think? Well, it worked out all right in the end, I suppose. I hope there are beasties in the next one. That's right, Feldspar. You've accomplished plenty. You can rest easy. If there is another universe for you, I'm sure you'll conquer that one too. Gabbro, my boy. Well, my gender-neutral Hearthian. I tell you what, this has been really fun, and I got to help make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. It's the kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know? It is. The time here we have is so brief, you might as well appreciate and enjoy every second of it. Like Gabbro. Be like Gabbro. Chert, how you doing? Even if it's over now, I had a good time learning. But I think the rules are about to change. That's good, Chert. Come to terms with it. You did learn a lot. You learned as much as you possibly can, and in the end, it was okay that you didn't know everything. Because we're all here together now. We're going to go to the next part together. Ryback. I learned a lot by the end of everything. The past is past now, but that's okay. It's never really gone completely. The future is always built on the past, even if we won't get to see it. Still, it's time for something new now. That's right, Ryback. You learned all about the Nomai, and even though they were gone long before you arrived in this solar system, in a way, you still got to meet them. And braving your fears was worth it in the end. Prisoner? What you got to say? How beautiful. It's different than I'd envisioned. Whatever happens next, I do not think it is to be feared. It isn't. You can rest easy. You made the right decision. Solanum, I believe we've reached the end of our journey. We have. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Are you ready to learn what comes next? That I am. I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. Let's. Goodbye, everyone. It's been real. Oh, that's anticlimactic. God, what a beautiful ending to this game. Big Bang and the birth of a new universe. This is another one of my favorite tracks of this game. Violin is probably my favorite instrument, and they make good use of it in this song. Andrew Prelo, hats off to you. I love the music in this game. You did an excellent job. Everyone at Mobius, you did an excellent job. This is honestly one of my favorite games of all time. You can break it down by genre and maybe something else beats it, but I don't know. It's definitely up there. I love this game. And that was an amazing DLC. Everything I could have hoped for and more. Bravo, Mobius, bravo. This game is a masterpiece, Sam. Really is. I hope this studio goes on to make a bunch of games, because I will play every single one of them. Sight unseen. I'm okay with this being the end of Outer Wilds. They left it in a good place. But whatever they do next, I'm on board. At this point, I'm just waiting around to see if the post-credit scene will change at all. And enjoying the beautiful violin. Thank you for making Outer Wilds, Mobius. Had a hell of a time playing it. Coincidentally, the age of our universe. Ooh, it is different. It's like a... Oh wow, look at that. And of course my scout. That in the background, that looks like the eye of the universe. The ground about like kind of arcs up before it gets to the eye, but with the terrain that matches the homeworld of the prisoner and the inhabitants of the stranger. Oh, well, that's going to do it for the stream, everybody. Thanks for everyone that stuck through this whole thing. If you could, give me a follow, like, subscribe, whatever. Would mean a lot. If you missed any of my stream, you can catch up with the VOD on Twitch. You can also find me on YouTube at Exposure Therapy Streams. I'm going to be posting all of the VODs from Twitch on there, broken up into parts on a timed release, so this ending here will probably come out in about another week or so. Sometime next weekend, probably. And that's going to do it for the stream. Thanks again for watching, and I don't have a stream schedule set up yet. Maybe if I get a little more popular, some more viewers, followers, I'll actually start scheduling streams. For now, I'll be on when I'm on. Give me a follow if you want to keep up with the VODs and get alerts for when I do go online. Probably play Subnautica next. Who knows? Anyway, I'll see you then. Later, everyone.